Hey guys, it's Dowlpha Gaming here, back with another, World of Tanks gameplay videos. I plan on branching out, moving away. I was thinking of filming a Payday video soon, but I'm gonna be up in the mountains for the entirety of this weekend at the Scottish Festival. So I won't be able to record any over the weekend. So the earliest you'll be able to expect a video is probably gonna be Monday night or Tuesday morning. But yeah, so this is an E25 game. I ended up doing 2.9k damage, and I got a Radly Walters. At the start, I kind of just messed around, and I instantly thought this was going to be a loss, because our entire team is situated around here, and I always thought, okay, they're going to get map control and everything, and they're going to be able to beat us, but that was not the case. I just take a few blind shots with that Type 64 and whatnot, you know. Nothing much happens, except this PZ T25 shows up, and I did not expect him to be able to push that flank that quick, so I was not prepared, and I don't do much in the first few minutes of this game, but as you can see, a bunch of people just got spotted around the cap. There's my mouse. Oh boy, there's my mouse. Down here. I'm trying to take some shots, but the shots were not going where I aimed them. Now I'm looking for shots on this Hellcat, but I don't find any, and you'll see that I'm gonna regret not getting a shot on that Hellcat later. Yeah, so they're tapping. I notice they have map control, so again, I'm writing this off as a loss, considering they control the entirety of the map, because this heavy tank's going to be in a crossfire soon, and this T-34 is probably going to get killed by the Hellcat. But, so now me and this stud YOLO the Jagdpanzer, YOLO the Type 65, and I get out of there because I don't want to get spotted by these two and maybe end up getting shot by the Hellcat or the SU-85, or alternatively the guys if they these guys over here if they take up a position over here. So I move away, and I find this SU-85, which is a nice little feast. And I notice they're capping. I notice that there's 2 people on it, so I have a minute left, which means this is kind of important, but this Jagdpanzer 4 scouted for me, and now I'm going to be able to get a successful reset of the cap. And I get targeted by artillery basically throughout this. Now, the Hellcat showed up behind me, and I did not expect him to move, because he was previously spotted over here. I did not expect him to move all the way back here in such a short amount of time, but I get a lucky kind of snapshot on him, and he doesn't shoot me, which could have ended up saving me the game. And then I try to put some more shots on this Panzer 3-4, which all miss, just RNG being missed. At around this point, I don't have any shots, and I'm thinking these artillery are a real pain in my ass right now, so I'm going to try and finish off some of the artillery so that I can lessen up the damage being dealt to me and to my teammates. I'm choosing to go over the hill to choose a flanking maneuver because I tend to be careful, a little bit too careful. I could probably have sped this game up quite a bit, but I'm too careful in some situations. And this Stug G is calling me a bot because I wasn't where he was, and if I was where he was, I would be dead. But I successfully find this M12, so I'm able to take him out. And I go for the M44 for a little bit, but then he gets unspotted, and I decided not to go after him because I was... Oh boy. What did I do? Or not. Sorry, I just had a little cut there. A glitch in my editing software, or my recording software, which is Fraps, by the way. But I didn't go after the M44 because I was expecting the maybe tanks over here to get shots on me, and I was expecting maybe I'd get spotted by the M44. He might be able to shotgun me, and then I might get shot by one of these guys if they were paying attention. So I opted not chase after him, which ends up not really being too much of a deal, of an issue. And I think it's important that you choose your targets, because you want to take in map control and predict where enemy tanks are going to be, so that you aren't caught in a crossfire, which I would have been if I pushed the M44. I probably would have been about here, and then the Hellcat could have gotten shots on me along with the M44. But I spot both the artillery right here, and this grill gets a little bit lucky because my gun arc is not quite good enough. And you can see I bounced a shot off the M44 because reasons, and then I get a low roll, which I was expecting to one-shot him, but I didn't. So now both the artillery are alive, but I shortened them to a one-hit kill each for me. Yes. Now, I see there's two people on the cap circle, and if it's one person, I don't really care because I have like 4 minutes to deal with them, so I don't care. But if it's two people, it goes by considerably quicker, like twice the speed, which is a lot more important to do it. And so this is why I actually rush to the cap circle, and I end up killing this Type T-34. And then the Hellcat gets a shot into me, but I return one. I return the favor. At this point, it's me and an M12 against 4 enemy tanks. And the M12 was actually a very big help in this. I mean, he gets a he kills the Hellcat, which shortened the amount of guns that I have, but shortly he's going to die to the T-28 HTC. And I'm trying to choose flanking positions, and when I saw that there was one person in cap, I knew that it had to be an artillery because the T-28 was just spotted over here. So it had to be on the artillery, which means whoever's in the cap is a one-shot for me. And I asked my team, what's the T-28 HP, to see if it's like a one-shot or if it's at full health, which I don't get a reply for a while, but the M12 does end up replying saying that he's a 3-shot kill, I believe. Yeah, there you go. And now I kind of just... It turned out to be M44 in the cap circle, and as you can see, he wasn't expecting me to be over there, which is why I maneuver so much. And then this grill, I was expecting him to shoot me over the ridge, but he ends up running away, so I probably could have gone over to kill him. But I didn't drop down in this ditch because I was into this ditch because I was afraid that I might flip my tank or do damage to my tank and possibly kill myself, which would suck. And I go over here to hunt the grill, but I realize the T-28 HTC if the grill might be able to spot me, and I could probably kill the grill, but then the T-28 HTC might have shots on me, and then I know he can one-shot me, and the chance that I'm going to bounce a T-28 heavy tank concept is super low. So I opt to do what I did before and take the long way to try and open up new angles on the enemy and hit them when they're not expecting it. Now as I go over here, I'm trying to find the T-28 HTC because I want to get the flank on him and get 3 shots into him. And when I see one person go into the base, I assume it's the artillery, so I don't really care. But then when it's 2 people, that basically confirms that it's both of the tanks. So now they just made my job a lot easier. They took away the kind of guessing. I know their exact position on the map. They're in the cap zone, so I don't have to worry about them maybe flanking me or showing up in a position I'm not prepared for. And I find the grill, which I end up missing a shot that should have hit, but I hit that shot. And now that means it's the T-28 HTC still in the cap, which worries me because he can one-shot me, and I have 3 shots to kill him, so it's very likely that he'll be able to snapshot me, or if he gets lucky and he predicts where I'm going to come from, then he might end up killing me in the first place. And as you can see, I'm pushing up this angle because I didn't get spotted by that grill, and the T28 HTC is not facing at me, but I bounce a shot, and I was expecting to die here because I would have thought he would have had a shot on me, like here and back there, but he didn't. Apparently he didn't have a shot on me, so I got away without taking any damage. And now I skirt around a little bit more because I know I'm a lot more mobile than him, and plus he hasn't left the cap circle, so I don't have to predict where he is, and I know that I'm a lot faster than he is, so I have the ability to maneuver, and I have the time to do this because I have 2 minutes left, and I don't need to rush anything and make a bold play that might end up getting me killed. So I can take my time with this, and this is something that I see a lot of people do is when there's 3 minutes left on the cap circle or 4 minutes left in the game, they make a really aggressive play that's pretty predictable, and then they end up dying. When they had time, and if they're in a more maneuverable tank, they could just disengage and then re-engage at a new angle, and that could end up giving you the flank or the rear of the enemy tank, which would be just very nice. Again, I don't have end plates for this because I forgot to screenshot it when I got the end result, so yeah, that's kind of annoying. But as you can see up here, the timer ends, so I kind of have to make my move soon because I can't really afford to skirt around the map anymore. Because one, the cap counter's almost done, and there's only 1 minute and 50 seconds left in this game, but I get the back of this T28 HEC, and at this point, I know that I've won because I can outmaneuver a T28 HTC as much as I can, and this is the final shot that wins the game. So what I think is, some of the key things I think are important is don't mess around here, but because I wasted a solid 3 to 4 minutes in the game, or like 2 minutes in the game just camping here and getting 200 damage. But if you have time, you gotta disengage, as I went over here, and then re-engage and try to get different angles so that you have to keep your enemy guessing, because if I was last spotted here, unless I didn't kill with doing HTC, so I just came back here, and then I came around here and came back up again, it would be very likely his gun was aiming in this direction, which would mean that his gun would be aimed at me and would probably kill me. So it's very useful, and it makes the games take a little bit longer, because obviously you have to skirt around the map more, but it can open up new angles and it can help you carry games, and that's one of the things that I think is super important, is if you're mobile, using the entire map to your advantage, especially late game when you know you don't have to worry about anybody camping over here or over here, because you know maybe there are like 1 or 2 tanks left and you know they're somewhere in this area, so you can use the entire map to your advantage, which I think is very important. And again, I won't be able to upload any videos this weekend because I'll be gone, so expect a video maybe next Tuesday. So yeah, see ya.